Hey guys, what is up? This is Cam Jennings coming at you on behalf of epicconversions.com. And today we are going to be talking more about list building, or AKA lead acquisition. I'll tell you a funny kind of like paradigm shift that I kind of experienced a few years ago. And I talk about this, and I don't know why I keep on telling you guys about this book. I published this book called 13 Obstacles. It's not available. You cannot buy it. It's off the market. I published so many copies, and that was it. But in that book, I talk about this paradigm shift that I experienced. And the paradigm shift was, like, I don't think about traffic like traffic anymore. I think about it like lead acquisition. I'm not looking for traffic. I'm looking for ways to do lead acquisition. It might sound weird to you, but that was a paradigm shift in my thinking that really helped me a lot. Through that lens, I want to talk to you about a few different traffic sources today. These are kind of under the radar a little bit, traffic sources. And I would say these ones I'm going to tell you about, they're traffic sources that most people have heard of, but most people are not really messing with, right? So the first one I would tell you is something I probably mentioned on here before, and that's Medium. Medium is a nice little traffic source to get high quality leads on your list. The reason why is because Medium is getting, how much traffic is it getting? It's getting a good amount. I want to say it's getting like 130 million visitors, maybe 140 million visitors a month is what Medium's getting. But the reason why it's intriguing to me is because Medium is a gated community. Like, you can only read 3 articles for free on Medium, and then you got to pay them a monthly subscription fee of $5 a month. Well, they have like 700,000 subscribers. So that means that pretty much half of the people coming to Medium every month are paying customers. So that's a buyer's list. So that's why, to me, just the fact that it's a gated community, that's why it makes sense to be there. With Medium, I would tell you, you have to invest the $5 a month or whatever to really make it work for you, because it's a community, and you can post as many articles as you want on Medium without paying that fee, but you can't read as many articles as you want without paying that fee. And one of the keys to growing on Medium is through the comment section, right? It's a real, if you want a friend, be a friend kind of place. You have to be able to look around your niche and find other people doing similar kinds of content that you're doing and leave meaningful comments on their posts. And that is a big way to grow on Medium. Comments are treated like their own piece of content. So when you leave a meaningful comment, that comment actually elevates you in search on Medium, and it can raise your value to the platform. So it's an interesting place, and I think it's kind of a sneaky place to get traffic or to do lead acquisition. So another place that I think is a nice sneaky place to start looking at doing some lead acquisition is Reddit. And the reason why, and we all know about Reddit has I think Reddit gets like 4 billion visitors a month. So it's not like some kind of little place. I mean, sure, it's not on the level of YouTube or Facebook, but still, if you're getting a billion visitors a month, then you're doing something right. Most people know about Reddit. It's not sneaky or under the radar at all. But the reason why I say it's kind of a sneaky place for lead acquisition is because a lot of people aren't using it. the reason why I think it's also sneaky is because Reddit is getting ready to go public. Reddit is getting ready to go public to where you can buy shares in Reddit. Now, I think that matters because you're going to be seeing some changes once it goes public, I think once it goes public, you're going to be seeing some changes on Reddit. I don't know if it's going to be for the better or for the worse, but I guarantee you, you're going to start seeing more attention geared towards Reddit. Both Medium and Reddit are favored in the eyes of Google. When you do a Google search, you'll see Reddit posts come up all the time. You'll see Medium posts come up all the time. So they're favored in the eyes of the Google search engine. So those are two good sources for lead acquisition, in my opinion. The third one is Rumble. This is like an alternative website to YouTube. Rumble, it's not really favored in the eyes of Google. You're not going to get a bunch of Rumble, results coming up when you do a search for something. However, Rumble has a growing community. I can't remember how much traffic Rumble's getting. I think it's over 100 million visitors a month. So, it's good. I mean, it's not like on the level of some of these other platforms, but it's got a growing community. And I think when it comes to Rumble, it's not about like showing up in search results. It's about like growing Rumble. It's about growing on Rumble and tapping into the community that already exists there. The reason I think it matters is because there's less competition. Less censorship on Rumble. You'll see a lot of people on YouTube trying to direct people over to their Rumble to talk about things. And that means something. I mean, if you got people on YouTube trying to direct people over to Rumble, I mean, that means something. They're doing it just because of censorship. That's something that, that's going to either bite YouTube in the butt in the future, or they're going to get it figured out. Because right now, I think people see YouTube as a very radical, left-leaning website. And look, they see Medium the same way. It's just not as big as YouTube, obviously. But the point is, these websites that have positioned themselves as very political, you're alienating half of your viewership. You're alienating half of your people who go to your website. So, I mean, just the fact that you got people on YouTube telling people to go to the Rumble for the full story, that's a bad look for YouTube. That's a real bad look. So, I think because of the censorship issue, and because it's becoming more and more of a polarizing issue, I think Rumble is a nice, sneaky place to kind of set up shop and start trying to build some kind of an audience to do lead acquisition. And then the fourth one that I would tell you is X. X is alive and well. That's, if you don't know what that is, that's Twitter, basically. And Twitter is really, it's in the same boat as Rumble, The only difference is Twitter is way, way bigger. Twitter's way bigger than Rumble. Twitter's like 6 billion visitors a month or something. So Twitter's alive and well. And don't let people fool you. Everyone's still on Twitter, okay? Even the left and the right. Yes, it's become polarizing in the last year or so. People try to say it's some kind of right-wing haven or whatever, but people are still there. Everybody's still there. I've been watching the numbers on X since Elon Musk bought X. The traffic hasn't really went down significantly at all. There's still plenty of traffic there, and it's actually growing. You can actually monetize your content on X now. You pay to be verified on X. Like, you pay for the blue check mark or whatever. It's like $7 a month or whatever it is, I forget. And then you can do longer posts, and you can get paid for your posts if people interact with your posts. So it's pretty interesting what's going on over there on X. And I think it's a great place to do lead acquisition. All these places I mentioned to you, you know, you can jump on YouTube, you can jump on Google, you can find other people talking about how to get traffic from these places. I'm not going to go into that on this video, but the point is, I'm alerting you right now, these 4 places, in my opinion, you know, they're a little on the sneaky side. I think that Rumble and X are on the sneaky side because of the censorship issues. They are really leaning heavily on the side of no censorship. I think that Reddit is sneaky right now because it's getting ready to go public and it's already favored in the eyes of Google. I think that Medium is sneaky right now just because it's on the smaller side, but it's also favored in the eyes of Google, and it's a gated community. So anyway, those are four traffic sources for you that I think are really good for lead acquisition right now. This is free lead acquisition I'm talking about. This isn't paid, it's free. Well, I guess you could say Medium is sort of paid, and I guess you could say X is also probably sort of paid. But it's a very small investment. You don't have to pay a lot, and I think it's worth it if you know what you're doing. So anyways, I think that's all I got today, guys. Hope that's been helpful. This wraps up our traffic series, or this wraps up our list building series, I should say. That's 4 videos on list building for you, 4 podcast episodes. Hope it's been helpful to you. And if that resonates with you at all, be sure to get over to epicconversions.com. Sign up for my free newsletter. I'll tell you what, I think I put my best free content out by email newsletter. So that's where you want to be. And that's all I got. I'll see you in the inbox. All right, peace now.